Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
No. No, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
And it's cool to like write something, think it sucks for a while.
Next time you meet me in Gate City.
Oh, Cody Pope. I know Cody Pope.
Oh, I see the shirt. I see it.
Our friend is Cody and we not having a good day.
Smack dab in the middle of all that.
Beautifully said. And I love that you said when you have a microphone.
And we were able to do it.
It's about you showing up. What is your favorite comment that contributes to you?
What up, world? Thank you all for tuning in to a special edition of Cody Central. Welcome back, welcome home, or welcome for the first time. If it's your first time, every night here is just a little bit different, but we're going to have ourselves a wild night nevertheless. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Let's sit back and lock in. As always, I'm your host, Cody Pope, and this is my co-host, Danny Dimes.
What's up, everyone? As always, if you're tuned in from YouTube, thank you. And please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment to let us know where you're watching from. And don't be afraid to turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our updates. If you're watching on Facebook live streams, thank you as well. And please share this live stream to your page right now or share it to some friends. But either way, drop a comment with where you're tuning in from as well. Speaking of supporting the show, we'll be right back after this brief clip on more ways you can directly support the program.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is go to hellhoundpublishing.com. Go to the menu, go find Cody Central, our show. Then you're going to scroll down and you're going to see a bunch of different donation options. Each one will have some really cool stuff that you get. Go to checkout, tell me what you want me to promote, cash out, simple as that.
Before we get things started tonight, I just announced some performance dates, and I've got a bunch more on the way. Right now, you can check me out April 23rd at Troop in Providence, Rhode Island, May 22nd at Canvas in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, June 13th with MDOT at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire, and July 3rd on the hazy little stage at the Bank, New Hampshire Pavilion in Guilford, New Hampshire during the Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz show. I've got a bunch more dates coming up. You guys can all drop applause for me in the comments and whatnot. Super excited. Shout out to Megan in the comments. First comment tonight. What up, Megan? If you guys want to keep up with all of my show dates, music videos, reviews, book me for a show, anything like that, you can get everything over at my website. We spent all last year overhauling the site. Visit www.cody-pope.com and you'll be able to see everything right there. And here's a little sampler of what we got on the website.
Then I stopped too late. Then I stopped too late. How could I be so selfish? Do this. Lost on interstate like inventory of dead ends. I miss whom I can't memories of my dead friends. It's my soul on the record, like removing the mask. Brain connected, feel electric, intermeshing spacecrafts. Then I opened up and I looked again. Saw the sound like it's the base of my friend. Lost some gems, I'm bound to lose some more. You got the prescription, you got me convincing. There's a lot you've been missing since I built this lot to do something. It's got me crawling. Not perfect, not even close to alright. If you're with me, let me hear you say alright. I'm all about my name, yo.
We got a lot more cool stuff to announce soon, but thank you to everybody that's been going to the website and showing love. Big shout out to my sister Jessie. I love you too. 420 is not the same without you. I miss you, love you. Shout out to everybody that's here tonight. We got a nice little crowd building. So as always, the chat is going to be open for Q&A as long as we're live tonight. If you got any questions for us, our panel of guests, anybody, just drop them in the chat. We're going to pick our favorite ones. We'll put them on screen and get them answered.
How
so
coherent
tonight,
do you think they're going to be tonight?
Tonight's a little different because tonight is the beautiful holiday. So we're lounging with the Hellhounds and some of our friends to celebrate a day more important to us than most Hallmark holidays. This is a day to celebrate cannabis culture and to continue spreading awareness of the fight for legalization, the fight against prohibition, and the fight for fair access to all.
And so tonight we celebrating 420 Hellhound style.
Let's go.
I know, I can't, dude.
Oh,
Probably my favorite holiday of the year.
Amen to that. So we're going to be joined intermittently by some of our fellow cannabis enthusiasts. We encourage all of you guys at home to let us know what you're smoking on while you hang out with us as well. Let's bring in the panel. I'm going to have Danny introduce our first guest tonight.
I'm actually super excited to introduce this guy. This gentleman actually is first one to help me get started in photography. So he helped lead the path for me, and I'm super excited joining the panel first tonight as a longtime friend, videographer, and solo artist with the release of his brand new single, Fly With Me, featuring Michael Murphy III and B Snare. Please welcome to the program our good friend, Crispy Picks.
What's up, y'all? How we doing tonight?
Yo. How you doing, man? Congrats on the new joint.
Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, congrats on that little Wayne opening, dude.
Thank you, man.
Bro, that's crazy, man, dude. If anyone deserves it, it's you, bro. For real.
Thank you. That means a lot, for real. Let me expand the panel here. Yes, yo, the chat is loving your new joint, Crispy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Amanda. She said, "Fly With Me" is dope.
Yeah, it's my homie right there. Always supporting. Gotta love him, man. You know what I mean?
Preach. So the other guest on our panel tonight is an incredibly longtime friend of the show, longtime friend of mine, longtime part of the Hellhound family. I'm so proud of him. He's going to be launching his brand new restaurant this year. It's called Granite State Ramen, fully fundraised off his own efforts. I'm excited for him to share more about that. One of the OG cannabis enthusiasts that I know. Give it up for my brother Ryan from Granite State Ramen.
Hey, what's up?
Ryan? Not to mention back-to-back winner for the comment for the film club.
True. Biggest supporter all time. What a panel tonight, guys, dude. Thank you guys for making time to join us tonight. It's
thank you for having me on, man. Thanks for asking me to join you.
Absolutely, dude. It's it's nice to have a nice panel of real smokers if we couldn't all be together somewhere doing it.
I know, we're just gonna have to virtually pass it. It's all good.
Yeah, right.
I know I feel out of the loop. I'm the only one with electronic.
Right. Ryan just got a big shout out from Jesse. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to the whole Vine Street, Tree Streets life.
It's funny. I'm only a block away from that stuff now.
I know. I feel you. So I guess first things first. Everybody's already got something lit up. So what strain are you guys rocking with tonight?
What is it? What do I got?
I've got that golden pineapple from the lab. Shout out to a favorite of mine, Nature's Remedy.
I go there all the time, bro. I love them people, dude. Them people got good deals, bro. You know what I mean?
I am smoking on up 2 strains at once right now.
Oh, my man, dude. Heavy hitter over there. All right.
My personal
Apparently
favorite.
I'm an amateur at this.
I'm both of these half joints are produced by Fog Cutter. One is Banana Fluff, and the other is Purple Grape Wreck. And when I went in to buy them today, they gave me this little Fog Cutter mix and matcher.
Dude, that's so sick.
That's crazy,
and then gave me a card naming several mix and match strains.
Oh, all right.
Dude, that's awesome. Holy
That's
shit.
crazy right there, bro.
So where do I find this Fog Cutter place so I can stop by there?
I know, right?
So I can get that. I just need to get that thing. That's all. I just want that thing.
I started laughing because literally, dude, I'm smoking Fog Cutters as well, but I didn't get no cool shit like that.
Oh, damn, bro.
Normally when I pick these up at House Premium right across the street from Nature's, they don't give them to me. Today, they were passing them out to anyone who bought them.
Man, that's wild.
Wow.
Dude, that's crazy. Crispy, did you say what you were smoking on?
So, I'm smoking on some Blue Dream.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah, I seen it. That a fine pack. It was like $15. I was like, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So, gotta like Ryan, I just finished this one, of course, but I'm on the Fog Cutters as well.
There you go.
I got a strain called Bali High Mai Tai.
I'm a fan of that one.
Yeah, it's a infused one, but I really
you guys with your names, man. Your funny names, man. You know, keep it simple, man.
Dude,
sometimes I go in there and I'm like, I want that one. You know what I mean? Because I can't even pronounce the shit.
Now. Shout out to Shane, and Shane in the chat is smoking some blue cheese joints. That's what's up.
Ooh.
And then my homegirl Jessie is smoking that GMO bomb. Shout out to Mac who just popped in the chat. Let's go. Mac knows how to do 420.
Other than that, I'm working on some stuff called Hash Burglar.
Ooh. That sounds dope.
That sounds like you better sit down when you smoke that shit.
Right? Robble.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna rob your soul out of you.
Yeah.
Gonna steal your soul.
Ooh.
So I'm glad Amanda brought this up because this leads into my first question, which I guess whoever wants to take it first is cool. So if you only had one method to smoke, what would your preferred method be?
Joints. No, it's just joints.
Said it before me.
Yep.
A bong.
Okay, so we got 2 joints and a bong. I can dig that.
What about you, Mr. Cody Pope?
Man, see, I'm so torn, right? Because for the longest time in my life, it was the joint. But the glass...
It's convenient, bro. It's convenient.
It is. But hear me out. The glass, if you do it right, it's a one-hitter. It's water vapor when it's all done. You know, like everything about it. Like I could bring a 12-inch bong, hit it in my car, and be more conspicuous than smoking a blunt outside. Or
true.
I mean?
True. Like, smell-wise, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get it.
And if you are taking a one-hitter, and these guys can attest, they've both hit my collection of glass, and it's like you pack that thing right and you rip that through, you're gonna be sitting back for a while. Like,
yeah. Oh no, dude, don't get it wrong. A dugout is the way to go, bro. If you're in close quarters, dugout, definitely, bro. 1000%.
Oh,
any glass owned by Pope makes me cough my brains out.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's why it's a one-hitter quitter.
Dude, I love
my bong. It's efficient.
I love that Jesse
I
brought
used to
up.
smoke those back in the day. Gravity bongs, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't hit one of those in
Jesse
probably
knows.
15 years.
Ryan, you might remember this too. Jesse, I hope you remember this. So one of the traditions at the house that we used to live at together, the plastic Hawaiian punch jugs that you get at like the grocery store.
Yeah, bro.
Like square though, dude. We would take those and cut the bottom off of them, and then use like a milk jug, and then that would be the gravity bong, and one of those would fucking send you to another planet. Literal true story. There would always be people kind of just like coming in and out to hang out and whatnot because of like, we were the people with an apartment and shit, like, and everybody there was super cool. And dude, so we're all hitting this gravity bong in the kitchen one day, just chilling, and a friend of ours shows up after work and is like, dude, that's crazy, like let me rip that. And we all like tried to warn dude. We were like, yo, like this is gonna sit you down, like you gotta be careful if you do this. And he was like, nah dude, I'm let me go, blah blah blah, I've been waiting for this. Dude, he takes this one rip on the gravity bong, and I swear, like on everything, when he brought his head back up, his face went like green and his eyes went black, and he had to open the kitchen door, and he just was like exorcist puking out the door. Like it was like a fist went through his esophagus and just like hit him hard. Dude, see, Amanda knows.
We've all seen that. We've all seen one person do that.
See through it, and it's like, oh my god, it's like you're not breathing straight for like days on end.
Yeah, you're not, bro. You're not, man. Definitely not. Yo, honestly, like I just can't smoke bongs anymore because my lungs can't take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause even bongs, bro, you could like misjudge a hit, bro. Next thing you know, dude, ooh, you know what I mean? You better get ready, dude, because you're coughing for 20 minutes.
So I'm being smart and hitting my vape on stream and not my bong.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. When I was in high school, we used to have a 4-footer, and inside of the tube was an hour-shaped piston. And when you had the bullhead in and you're like filling it up, this piston would sit down at the bottom of it. As soon as you pulled out the slide and you cleared it, the piston would shoot up the 4-foot tube, compressing all the smoke into your lungs.
Damn.
And we used to tell people all the time, they'd come over the house and think, and we literally had one of the like the printers like to like label things, and we printed a label that said "one hitter quitter" and put it on the top of it.
No
we
shit.
used to tell people, be careful with this thing. And all of a sudden, people come over and rip it, and that's what they would do. They start that cough, and then you look and you go, "Oh, smoke got into their lungs."
Yeah.
Boy, you better get out, because the laundry room was right across from the other room, so it had like the laundry, like, you know what I'm saying, sinking down there. And be like, you better get to that laundry sink if you're gonna puke.
Yeah, right.
And just people get up and just start puking, and then they come back and be burping air and shit, like, or smoke out. And I'm like, yo, you gotta be careful, yo. But I feel you. I couldn't do that now, man. Nah.
Dude,
I guess I'm gonna show it. No, I got like my little baby one.
Hey, that's still an effective tool, though.
Like, I'll tell you right now, I can take 2 off of that and be feeling way better than smoking a whole jag.
For real.
So,
dude, I just got to shout out some of the chat. We got Shane from Rochester, New York, out here taking some dabs.
Oh, what up, Dab?
Yeah. Shout out to Shane, yo. Take a dab for me. It's been a minute, dude. Yo, you know,
no kidding.
You know what's crazy, right? So
we got our boy Ben just popped in.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh my god. Shout out to Dane with the comment of the night, dude. Breaking Benjamin is on 10 tonight, boys.
Breaking Benjamin, dude. There we go. Yo, pin that one right there, dude. That's a good one.
That's
a good one.
Breaking Benjamin, dude. That's the one to beat right there, bro.
Yeah, you guys got to top that. That's so good.
Fact. Breaking Benjamin, dude. Sold.
Shout out to our brother Ben. Shout out the Gate City Indoor Skate Park, open now. Go support. Salute.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I need to get in touch with him so that once the shop is open, I can set up in front of their establishment.
Yes, dude, that would be crazy. I've been talking to
during a Cody Pope show.
We talked about it on an episode of the show about me playing a show at the skate park. So you being set up and serving food outside would be
that'd be fire, bro.
Yeah. As long in Nashua specifically, one of the laws they have for mobile food is you need permission of the owner of the property or the tenant.
Perfect.
That's dope, dude. We'll definitely look into that.
I'm pretty sure we got the tenant available right now.
Oh, Ben said what kind of food? Ryan,
what kind of food
Ryan,
he says? We may get the okay right here, dude.
Granite State Ramen. So Ryan was on the show last year and was running a fundraiser and fully fundraised his goal and is now going to be doing like a pop-up event where people can walk up and get like Japanese traditional ramen. I don't know why I'm explaining it. You're fucking here.
Right. I mean, you're the Gate City's best hype man, so
yo,
I mean,
that's funny, dude.
But
that's what I'm saying, dude. Like people didn't understand for a long time that Nashua like really had some shit, but it was like Nashua was popping before the technology age, and by the time the technology age came around, a lot of the people that set it off either moved or didn't keep up with the technology shit, and that's why people don't know about them. But it's like now it's like it just takes different people to make shit happen, and there's like a lot of people making shit happen. Like you got ill food spots, ill music spots, ill places to hang out, ill podcasts, all sorts of shit. Oh my god, dude. Imagine Cody and the key holders and Volley with Granite State Ramen pop-up at Gate City Skate Park. That would be pure insanity.
That would be amazing.
It's already writing itself.
Right?
Dude. Yeah. We're all on the same wavelength.
You just need the flyers with a date and time.
If I wasn't live on the stream right now, I would be working on building the shop right now. So this was more important.
I love that, dude. It's crazy, dude.
I appreciate that.
I've known Ryan over probably close to 20 years now, as crazy as that is. Probably just like a few years shy of 20 years. And I can't even count how many 420s we've probably spent together.
Bro. Was the foot long at a 420 or was that at a music party?
I think that was at a music exhibition.
Yeah.
Ryan and
me and Fingers.
Yeah. Ryan and I used to be neighbors off of undisclosed street in a city. And we both had the adjoining upstairs apartments. So I would literally throw shows in my apartment, and like we had like a 4-bedroom apartment. So my roommates and I would literally like clear out space, and we would have like artists come and like set up their like pictures or paintings or whatever. And then we'd like set up a PA in the living room, and like my rap friends and my DJ friends and like a band or whatever. We would just all rock all night. And that was like, I didn't know how to like get rap shows because I had just been in like punk and hardcore bands most of my life. So it was like, well, I'll just do it myself and see who comes around. And that's literally how we got shit jumping. And because of doing those shows, like some of the people I met through doing those shows, I still know today. Like Joe Grizzly played those shows. That was probably like 20. They probably played one in like 2012 or 13 or some shit like that. So it's and like I'm still tight with all them guys today. Like it's crazy how like a little house party series turned into some shit of like mad people that were a part of that are still doing crazy shit.
Heck, the year it snowed on Halloween and everyone's party crashed out, so everyone came to your house.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, dude, that was nuts. It's like, I don't know. I guess I found out recently it's trashy to say that you live on the same power grid as something, but we literally lived like a stone's throw from a hospital. So like it felt like anytime people were having power outages that we had never been affected by it. And so we used to always just be like, yeah, we're on the grid. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, and so people would just come through and we would just like have impromptu shows and shit. And like, we just took what we knew from punk rock and applied it to like hip hop and whatever like weirdo art shit people were doing.
And it's funny that you brought up that you don't want to brag about being on the same power grid. When I lived in Florida, my condo was on the same power grid as the hospital and the mall. And the mall was used as an emergency evacuation. So it always had to have power. So I always had power. So that was my flex during the hurricanes. I was like, yeah, my house will have power. So I used to rent couch space out to my friends. In the restaurant. And in the restaurant I worked at would load up my freezer and my fridge, everything I owned with all the expensive stuff because they didn't want it to go bad. And they're like, you can eat all that you want because I'd rather you eat it than it go spoil inside of a fridge that doesn't have power. So during the hurricanes, I'd have all my friends over and we'd be eating like, you know, clam, shrimp, fucking lobster, eating all the fucking expensive shit. So I used to flex that I lived on the same.
I once again actually live on Grid Zero at Grid Zero Pope. So if I stand on my roof, I can see both hospitals. I will not lose power. If I lose power, there's a problem.
Yo, this is wild because my parents' house is on the same grid as the hospital too. Because we live right down the street, bro. I'm not even playing, dude. Scouts on them, bro. 30 years living here, dude. I've never lost power one time.
I was listening to a podcast and they were trying to say that that's not real. They were trying to say
it's a thing.
Like,
it definitely is.
I believe it's a thing.
Yeah, it definitely is, bro.
I was convinced it was a thing for like well over a decade and change. Like,
it has to be.
All right. Well,
if the city plans correctly, that's how it works. If
we got 4 examples right here of it being a true statement. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I like majority rule in this situation.
Dude, 4 for 4. You can't go more better than that.
Democracy.
Dude, what you said?
I went through Francis and Gene with power. 2 major.
Yo, ask the chat. I guarantee you someone in the chat, dude.
Yeah. Chat, have you guys ever lived on a grid where you didn't lose power because you were close to something important? Do you guys feel like that's a real thing? Because we're all convinced.
I guarantee you there's gonna be at least one person in this chat that's like, yeah, me.
I hope so.
Like hospital.
Watch nobody do it, and we're just the 4.
Nobody will
weirdos. You know what I mean?
Just to fuck with
we
us.
instantly
Just to
become
fuck
the
with us for
minority.
420.
You know what it is, dude? They're probably all envious now that they know this. It's almost like you wish you didn't know that shit because you're like, I always lose power. I live in the woods.
It's true, bro. Because think about it. Yo, you lose power, right? The firehouse never loses power.
Someone's
you know what I mean?
wife says
like,
it's true.
The power has to pass some other people's houses to get there, so it makes sense, dude.
So now we got 5. We got 5 accounts of it being real now. So I'm with the
I
shit.
believe it. 100%.
See, I told you, at
trust this
least one
guy's
in the
wife.
chat would have our bags, bro.
Hell yeah.
I live near nothing now. So if I sneeze too hard in my house, I trip the breaker. I get kicked off the podcast.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's the worst, bro.
Do you have a Jenny over there? Or?
Me? Hell no.
Yeah.
That has got to be like, I got to put that up on the list of things for this house for sure.
Oh yeah, bro.
Even for resale value, it would be smart.
Just dial 867-5309, dude. You'll get one. Somebody said something about flexing, and it made me think. I remember when I started smoking, this was a big deal. Have you guys ever smoked a volcano?
Yeah.
I have one in the house right now.
Really?
Dude, it was a very, very long time ago.
I can go get it.
Yeah.
I know exactly where it is. It'll take me a minute.
Yeah,
and a half.
I got to smoke off the huge bags that you can connect to it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have the volcano. I don't know if I have any of the bags left because it was actually my old roommate's and he left it here. So now it's mine. So that's how that's rolling. And if you hear it on this podcast, bro, dare you to come get it.
Dude,
But
I remember
that's what I'm saying. So I got the volcano. I just think I have to get replacement bags. So I would have to, I guess, just order it online or whatever.
Man. I remember a time that people that had a volcano, you might as well have had a Cadillac Escalade. That was
yeah, dude, you
having
were the
a
man,
volcano
bro.
was such a sign of luxury for weed smokers.
You were the man, dude. You were instantly the cool cat at wherever you were.
My buddy's got the new version of that. The thing that rotates over, the self-gravity bong, and you just stick the weed or the dabs in the front of it.
That you can't tell me those two are the same, dude. All right,
they're not the
same. That bong thing's gonna hit so much harder than those bags
It
used to, bro.
projects the smoke at you. You don't even have to put it in your mouth. You just hold it this far from your face, and it just
You're talking about the Stunding glass, right?
Yeah.
That thing that
flips
Wiz always
over.
smokes.
Yep.
It's some fancy stuff, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I have yet.
Give me the bag, bro. Old school. Give me the bag, bro.
Two different types of smokes, though.
Yeah,
definitely. You know what I like about the Stunding glass,
vaporizer.
though? It really is for serious smokers because they legitimately make a wall mount. You can you can mount that shit next to a doorway and just take rips on your way out.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
They doing too much, bro. You know what I
mean? my buddy Zero has one and brings it out to all the big camping events I go to. So
that's dope, bro.
Shane said he said that piece at an event.
Yeah.
I'm sure it rocks it,
up,
dude.
Shane?
I don't doubt it. You know what I mean? I'm just an old school cat. That's all.
It's funny that you're saying doing too much because just recently I rewatched How High, and in the movie they make the brownies with the plant material inside of it, mixing the plant in it and baking it all together. And I was literally chuckling because we were watching it for film club and everybody that was watching it was like, that's not how you make brownies. And I was like, yo, 25 years ago, that's how you used to make brownies.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
So it's just crazy how things have developed also from probably when most of us started smoking to where it is now.
Well, modern day concentrates and dabs are it took California legalizing medical marijuana for scientists to look at it, and they basically took hot knifing hash and put through science at it, and now we have diamonds. So
dude, now you got diamond infused pre-rolls and shit too.
Right?
That shit rocks me, bro. I can't be smoking that shit, bro.
Diamond, you can get diamond dusted powdered pre-ground.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
So the highest THC rating approximated at the first Woodstock was about 14 to 15%.
Yeah.
So, and that was the best of the best that was there.
Right.
So in
that was that shit
2.5,
stick,
3 generations, we're now rocking, infused stuff that's sitting at like 70 something percent. These fog cutters, what do they all say? 70% on them. These are 40%.
Yeah,
and they knock me the fuck out.
Yeah, right.
But the concentrates are all 80 to 90%. So, like 40% is hash. So, like I don't know. Where will we be in another 40 something years?
I know.
It will no longer be a man-made product.
He used to be smoking on that your grandfather's Acapulco Gold, and now we got fucking lab infused fucking alphabet fucking strains.
Right.
I want them to be able to genetically look at a particular strain and pull the parent strains out of it and bring those strains back. I want old strains that don't exist anymore, like
Purple Haze
Canadian bubblegum
like
crossed with AK-47, and
right,
dude. Yeah, but once you said cross, it's no longer a parent strain, because now it's a crossbreed.
Some granddaddy, bro. You know
when you're talking like
OG
parent
Kush.
strands, you're talking like Maui Wowie that.
Yeah,
really
I want
White
them
Widow.
to human genome the project, the cannabis genome project.
Real Acapulco Gold, not the Acapulco Gold you get now.
Right, and that's there's actually was a series. It was called Growing with Belushi, and then in the series he had to go hunt down like the 5 like grandfather seeds.
Damn,
to get like
crazy.
permission to use the Blues Brothers as his branding name.
Dude,
so,
I would kill to get like 2008 sour diesel.
Whoa, bro, right? Facts, dude. Yo, remember Christmas Tree Bud?
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, that's where it was at.
Headies and Beasters.
Hydroponics.
See, I would.
Do you think 20 years ago we would have been able to handle one of these infused pre-rolls?
Dude, I never thought I'd be walking into a store to buy weed, bro. Let alone, like smoking half the shit we do.
Right?
What happened to sitting on the side of the road in your car for 20 minutes and then leaving your girlfriend for another 30 minutes in the car while you go upstairs and hang out long enough to not look like a cop?
Yep.
Dude,
that must have been nice. I had to hang out with a dude in his fucking underwear playing Mario Kart for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what you had to do, but the girlfriend had to sit out in the car.
No, those are my boys waiting for me to come down.
Hypothetically, I might have had them smoke my weed while they had to hang out because I figured that was an injustice to have to do to begin with. But
that's a fair trade-off. Is like, yo, I need you to kick it for a bit, but I'll smoke you up while you're here. Like,
yeah.
That's reasonable.
That's fair enough for me, man.
I remember the first time I ever did a dab was with the plug. I was just trying to get some regular ass weed, and I had to do the hangout thing, and he was like, "You ever dabbed before?" And I was like, "Nah." And he starts pulling out this blowtorch, and I'm like, I think I'm good, bro. Like that's a little different than
it's a little much, bro. Again, you're doing too much, bro.
Yeah, but honestly, dude, that was I can vividly I will never forget that first dab. It was so crazy the way that like I just was like I drove home after and I just remember being like what?
God.
I just was like I'd never felt like this smoking weed before. Like it was next level.
It's too much, bro. It's too much.
First time I did a dab was somebody had brought a nectar collector and like
Ooh,
heated it
those are
up and
dope.
handed it to me. And I just saw a big glob like in the jar, and he just handed it to me. So I just started going on it, and then like I finished, like I handed it back to him, and he kind of looked at me, and I was like, "What?" He goes, "Dude, you just did all that?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I go, "Wasn't I supposed to?" And he was like, "Dude, that was like almost a gram's worth."
Yeah, bro.
Dude, all I know is about 3 minutes later, I was like, "Yo, I'm heading back to my house." I walked back to my house.
Oh my god.
That was it. I was just wrecked.
I was driving somewhere. Maybe like 5 minutes after I had taken like the biggest dab. One of the first times I like dropped to the floor, dab sweats, you know. And I'm just driving along, and I yawn, like a big full face yawn, and then I stop yawning, and I'm like, wait, where the fuck am I? I don't know where I am at all. Where am I going? What am I doing? Like, I was lost. And like then I drove by the Anheuser-Busch plant. I was like, okay, I know where I am now.
Damn, you were a stretch a ways from home.
I don't remember where I was going, but like it took driving for like a mile and a half to be like, oh, okay. Like I had completely lost my like sense of location.
Damn. Yeah, wow. Dude.
Wow.
Amanda said she's never taken it.
Never taken.
I don't even know if
I got a love-hate relationship with
you
him,
or
man.
not.
The heart, this is harsh, man. Again, it's rough in my lungs. I got okey doke, bro, and I take too big of a one and I hack my shit, and I don't like that. Like, it's not enjoyable, you know what I mean? Coughing like that.
Well, they say you got to cough to get off, right?
Now, listen, there's a difference, man. There's a difference, brother. All right, there's a difference, dude. I don't mind coughing, you know what I mean, dude. But when I get the damn sweats going because I'm coughing so hard, that's not cool, man. It's not enjoyable at all.
Debating on whether you're going to see oxygen again in your life or not.
Yeah, exactly. Contemplating every life decision I ever made, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Having flashbacks.
Dab sweats, hot cold flashes, all
Yeah, bro.
Dude.
Throwing up. You know what I mean?
I spent a number of years working in the dispensary industry for like probably like 6-7 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And one of the things I got in my time working at dispensaries was this thing. So you guys are familiar with G pens, right?
Yeah.
Right, you remember this, Ryan. Dude, I got this thing called the G Pen Connect. Check this fucking thing out, dude. So it's a dab
Still
rig.
have it.
Oh yeah, dude. I haven't used it in a long time, but it's a dab rig that comes with the glass piece so that you put it in your bong and then it just powers up off the battery and you can literally take dabs. Let me put this in the camera better. So it's got the glass piece, so you just sit it in your bong as normal, but it's like a digital fucking dab rig. So you just put your concentrates in there.
Oh,
and then
no
you
shit,
hit the
dude.
battery pack a couple times, and the battery pack fucking heats it all up, so you don't light it or nothing. Like,
no shit. That's dope.
Battery pack heats it up, and you see it fill up in your bong, and you just fucking rip it. And it's like my favorite way to take concentrates. And see, Shane has one of those. Shout out to Shane. You know, like, dude, that thing that'll put you to bed, dude. I don't know why I haven't used it in a long time, but now that I pulled it out, I might have to try and get some concentrates and fuck around with it.
Yeah, right.
Well, careful. If anything breaks on it, they don't exist anymore, do they? Or they can't replace it.
Oh, that's fair. Wait, G Pen doesn't exist anymore?
I mean, they might, but I mean, That'd be awesome if they do. I'm just presuming that most of those companies don't exist past like 5 years or so.
Jamie,
Yeah, but
can we get
G-Pen
that
was
look up,
like,
please?
they were like the name brand in that shit. You know what I mean? Like, G-Pen was doing it before we had like disposable vapes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
I just pulled it up. They sell them on their website for $50 now.
Oh, nice, dude.
Word.
Back when I got them, they were like
Now-
$100. But I can't complain. I worked at a dispensary, so I probably got a dumb discount on it anyways.
Yeah, right.
Damn, they got some cool ones too. They got like different color batteries and shit like that, of course. Well, I guess never say never, Dab Gang, huh?
Here, I'll pass this to you.
Oh, much love. I know. I've been like trying to hold off on ripping my other one too soon, but I think fucking might just be time.
So
It's a good camera, but it still can't come through it.
I actually video smoke still to this day with several friends. So PS2, PS3 time when we were all using like the little hooking up like webcams so you could like group smoke and stuff like that. We would all roll a joint and stick an ashtray right in front of at the edge of the camera. And someone would hit it, take a hit, and then put it down in the ashtray, and the next person in the circle would pick up theirs, and it was great. And then we brought it back to life during the pandemic, and now I have a couple friends that there are a couple of group calls that I do every couple of days where I'm just sitting around smoking with like 3 or 4 other guys being like, hey, yeah, this is what's going on. Much like this, except we don't have an audience.
Dude, speaking of audience, shout out to my boy Flip Physics, one of the best dudes. Puffco is where it's at. I totally forgot about the Puffco Peak. That thing is that thing really is like one of the illest concentrate devices without a doubt. When I was working in Boston, those things, people had those things the way people have fucking Labubus now. Like, for real, dude, you could get different colored fucking concentrate holders and like different glass things and different battery bases or whatever. But like, in terms of like effective usage, dude, it's like it's probably way iller than the G-Pen Connect, to be honest. Like,
that was so dope.
Or customizable,
yeah, exactly. Oh shit, he said they just came out with the Link, which is similar to the G-Pen product you were talking about. That's So Danny and I, obviously you guys probably know that we also do Hellhound Film Club every week. So we screen a movie, and then right after the movie's done, we record a podcast with the people that we watched the movie with. And a couple weeks back, we watched How High, but our episode was the 420 movie marathon preparation video, because a lot of people that come to Film Club are more likely to be at home watching movies than they would be like out at an event or something like that. So I'm curious, because Danny and I got to talk about ours. Crispy and Ryan, what would you say one or some of your guys' favorite movies are to watch around 420?
All right, so you already said How High, right?
Yep.
All right.
You can definitely
Half Baked's always a good one.
Love Half Baked, dude. I was trying to find my Half Baked shirt today, and I couldn't find it. That's why I went with the Silent Bob robe instead.
I always have to throw in one of my favorite smoking movies, the British movie Saving Grace. If you haven't seen it before, you really should. I happen to have it on physical copy. I have a DVD of it.
That's badass right there, bro.
That is
that lights my joint.
Great movie. That is an absolute banger, and I cannot believe I forgot about that movie. You are my hero right now.
Yeah, it's about
right now you're my hero.
Older British lady, rather rich. She basically like grows exotic flowers for a living. In the English countryside, her husband leaps out of an airplane without a parachute because his whole life is in debt, and like she ends up having to grow weed and try to sell it to like save her house and her estate.
All right,
and stuff like that. It's definitely really good. It's not. It is where the comedy aspects are. It's British comedy, so it's a little dry, but I love that shit.
Still, I am not huge on a lot of British humor, but I remember working at Blockbuster and watching that movie while I was working there, and yes, that movie was a banger.
Dude, it's funny you guys. Oh, sorry. No, keep going.
No, you go. Now I want to know what you had to say.
Oh, it was funny that you guys were talking about British humor because I am about to start making my foray into French humor, and I just got my first like French comedy film, which is called Playtime by Jacques Tati. And I basically I saw a like a behind the scenes feature on like Criterion posted on YouTube, and I just in like a 5-minute clip, the shit had me like laughing so much. It reminds me of like almost like Monty Python style humor in a way. So I'm like pretty stoked to go down that road soon. But Half Baked and Saving Grace. Okay. That's an eclectic fucking marathon right there.
Yeah, right.
Which this is the perfect alley-oop here real quick. We're going to take a 1-minute break here. Actually, sorry, we're going to take a 37-second break here. And I just want to show you guys a little bit about Film Club because we would love you guys. Thought even more special, but here's what you guys have missed out on so far.
Yes, we hold Billy through there. Okay, Bill,
ladies and gentlemen, please hold it quiet.
Okay, that's the shot.
No, I'm Marty like I know him. It's weird.
It just like hits so fast and so hard that
Sorry, we got to bring it back to Marty. Watch after.
Yes, we hold Billy through there. Okay, Bill,
ladies and gentlemen, please hold it quiet.
Okay, that's the shot.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we've been having a lot of fun at Film Club. It's brought out
Bro, your edit clips are always fresh, man.
Thank you, man. That's honestly, I started kind of learning the editing shit when I was working at Harley, and then I just realized that it was like I need to figure out how to parlay this into what I'm doing for myself, and it's been one of the best things I've done, dude. Like, I don't know many of my peers who have like put out a 45-minute video that was all shot and edited on iPhone and shit, and it just shit like that, where it's like I spent so much of my music career trying to like thinking that I had to be with the professionals or that I had to hire the right people to do shit for me, and it was just all time that I should have been learning how to do shit for myself. Like, hey, big shout out to Mark. Happy 420, Mark. Hope you're doing well, man. Shout out to Mark. Mark kills it, dude. He's actually a sound engineer for a venue in Keene. You should plug your shit, Mark. But he also makes beats under the name Cone Baracco. He's got some great beats as well. So shout out to him. He's always working hard and doing his thing. Make sure you guys check him out. Do you guys have any particular like favorite rituals for 420? Like, is there a thing that you're like, if I don't have time for anything else, I got to do this one thing?
Well, I usually smoke when I first get up. So, like, that's like my cup of coffee. So.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah. So on the weekends, that's my routine. But like, yo, like today, right? So I don't smoke before I go to work. I smoke when I get out of work, right? So regardless, like it's the same. I don't know. Yo, it's just another day, bro. Every day's 420 to me, man.
I feel you on that. You're definitely not wrong at all. I try to live every day like it's 420, but I think you know what it is though for me. I think I said this on Film Club too, but I used to hate Christmas, right? Like I just used to like think that I was like too cool for Christmas and shit. But then as I like got older and I got a girlfriend and I have a niece and nephew and like all this kind of shit, I realized how much like Christmas is cool if you just don't like buy into the shit they're trying to sell you. Like there's things that you take from Christmas and make it your own. And so it's like I love like having eggnog and like watching Christmas movies and like being snowed in for a day and shit like that. And 420, it's like gives me an excuse to like do stupid, like it gives me an excuse to go above and beyond the absurdity that is my like smoking habit in life already.
Oh, I definitely double down extra on 420, dude. You know what I mean? Like I made sure I fucking pit stop extra on the way home today. You know what I'm saying? We definitely doubled down a little harder than usual on 420. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had to get some, like, I stopped at the grocery store and got some snacks and like some drinks.
Yep.
And you know, we got some 91% isopropyl so we can clean the glass out and have the glass looking all sparkly.
Yes, sir.
You know, you just like there's like little. I try to roll out the green carpet for myself a little bit.
Nice.
I used to have a ritual of buying a new glass piece every 420.
Damn, that's a. I mean, dude, there's probably the best sales at that time.
And I kind of fallen out of that habit, but that used to be like my ritual thing. Is like at some point, like if I had the day off, obviously I'd go much earlier in the day to get my day started sooner. But like if it was a work day, at the end of my work day, just swing by a shop, grab a new piece, bring it home, and it was kind of like, you know, breaking in the new piece on 420. It was kind of like, you know, the celebration on the celebration. So, and then like the next year, it'd be like, okay, it's a year old. Give it away, sell it, whatever, and then go get a new one for that year. So it was kind of like my Christmas, I guess, to myself.
When do you guys remember what age you first started smoking?
I don't know if legally I can say it on here.
All right, that's fair. You can lie then.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
All right. Well, I guess that explains it. This is a random one.
Next.
Were any of you guys ever High Times readers or collectors?
I did read them, but I didn't own any. I was spending all that money on actual weed and not like weed magazines.
If I was at like a corner store or like the grocery store and they had like, remember, I don't know if they still have, but they used to have the aisle of like magazines. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'd be in there, so I'd look through it then.
Yeah,
but that was about it.
Yeah,
I had a roommate that had a subscription, so it was always available.
That's dope.
Nice.
So, and we used to read through it all the time because we get some bud from somebody and we didn't know what kind it was, so we just looked through the magazine and find whatever it looked closest to, and that's what we called it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's interesting. So it seems like all of us started pretty young. Mark in the chat said, I started late at the age of 24. That's
wow. Hey, that's whatever, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
I have a buddy that just started and he's 40 and he was like 45.
Yeah, I was gonna say you hear more and more about people starting later in life because of the social acceptability of it now, and like the ease of
Not even
access to it, has made it
it's
a thing that's not so taboo anymore.
right. That's exact. Plus, like yo, it helps with certain things. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My buddy that started way later in his life, like I said, like 45, he kind of like growing up would never look down at me or like looked bad at me in any way, but he was always just like, why did you do like why do you do it kind of thing. And then when he started when he was 45, he looked at me the first time we smoked together. He goes, dude, I just want to let you know, my bad. I wish I would have started this sooner.
My uncle said the
He was
same
like, dude, I
stuff
could
to
have been
me,
smoking
dude.
with you this whole time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, exactly, dude. This whole time you could have been smoking.
Yo, my uncle used to give me hella shit about smoking weed. And then one day I went to go like visit him 1 year or whatever, and he was like, dude, this stuff's awesome. I was like, I know, I've been telling you.
All the new people in the chat, don't forget to hit that like button.
Preach. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel too.
Subscribe. Tell your mother, sisters, aunties, brothers, cousin. You know what I mean? Tell everybody.
Chasing that 500 subs still.
Trying to grind it every week. We do.
You'll get that. You'll get that.
Straight up.
I just did my
I
second like.
I enjoy it.
So what is what's everybody's plans looking like for the rest of this 420 after we tap out of here?
Probably gonna raid the fridge.
Yeah, definitely gonna raid the fridge.
The funny thing is, no matter how much I've been ripping on this like 85% cart, the minute we get off of here, I'm going straight to the glass piece.
Yep, same.
Straight.
I got the 12-inch Illadelph calling my name.
There you go.
All right. I mean, I would say I would raid the food, but I had a super ass dope dinner, so I know mentally I am very full still. So I will not be raiding anything because I'll end up sick to my stomach, and that will ruin my evening.
Good.
So
yeah, exactly.
I'm all set on that. I have to have the mental power knowing that I'm full, even though the chemicals is telling me different.
Right. Man, well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on and joining us, dude. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I just looked and saw how much time has already passed.
Time is a weird soup.
Speaking of soup,
time's an illusion.
Right? Before we head out of here tonight, if you guys each want to take a moment to plug whatever it is that you want to plug, the floor is yours, and we'll make you big when you're saying your piece.
I'll jump on here first. Granite State Ramen, granitestateраmen.com. Soon coming to the greater Hillsborough area of southern New Hampshire. You'll be able to have quick, authentic ramen, handmade in front of you, and you get to sit down and enjoy it for low competitive prices. Look for it this year.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it too. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Crispy, the floor is yours, man.
Fly With Me, featuring Michael Murphy III and B Snare, just dropped on all streaming platforms today. On YouTube, I have a music video for it. And then this Friday, I'll be performing at the Bungalow in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Preach. Hell yeah. Danny, what do you want the people to know?
Let's see. We've got our new episode of Film Club coming out tomorrow. For Existence, come hang with us Wednesday at 217 Main Street, Nashua, New Hampshire, at the Spot for Hellhound Film Club. And then don't forget, Thursday night, I'll be in Rhode Island at the Troop with my man and co-host Cody Pope. Now, what you got going on, big dog?
Well, for listeners of Cody Central and people that travel here frequently, next week on the show, actually, courtesy and part of Danny, so maybe this would be better for him to introduce. But next week on the program, we're going to have Ryan Page, who is an event organizer for an event called Black Balloons. Do you want to tell them a little bit about what to expect before I do my plugs and we jump out of here?
Yeah, actually, Ryan is one of the co-founders of the Black Balloon Festival. They did the 6th annual and Baby Forward Maine this year. It was an absolutely amazing show, amazing turnout. They had some amazing artists come out and put on a great show. Let's see. We had Casey Makes Music out there. We had Kalichi out there. We had Jordan Myers. It was an amazing show, amazing people, and it's a great event for those to remember people who have passed away from addiction and to help support people in recovery. So I'm looking forward to next week. And I know it's kind of funny that we're going to have this event right after our 420 show.
And that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. But like Danny mentioned, every Monday night we're here live at 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the Hellhound Publishing YouTube channel. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m., new episodes of Hellhound Film Club drop on the channel as well. On Wednesdays, we host a free movie night in downtown Nashua, and that's where we record the upcoming episodes. So you can come and watch a movie and be a part of an upcoming episode as well. Check that out every single Wednesday at the Spot, 217 Main Street, Nashua, New Hampshire. Doors open at 7 p.m. and the movie starts at 8 p.m. As for me, I'm going to be doing some rapping and yapping all around the map. April 23rd, I'm going to be at Troop in Providence, Rhode Island. May 22nd, I'm going to be at Canvas in Fitchburg, Mass. June 13th, I'm going to be with MDOT at the Spot right here in my hometown, Nashua, New Hampshire. And then July 3rd, I'm going to be on the Hazy Little stage at the Bank NH Pavilion in Guilford, New Hampshire during Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. Let's go. I'm going to be announcing some more dates coming up soon. But just follow everything I got going on at www.cody-pope.com. Everything you're looking for is right over there. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us tonight, man. Make sure you go check out the new single from Crispy. Make sure you check out Granite State Ramen. They're going to be popping up soon. And, man, so come back next week.
Actually, I got
tonight. Thank you guys for making the chat so lively as well. We really appreciate everybody making this what it is. The best way to do a live show is with live people. So really, thank you guys so much. And thank you so much to our guests tonight. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And much love, everybody. We will see you next Monday. Preach.
Cody Central is written and produced by Cody Pope for Hellhound Publishing. If you'd like to sponsor the program and have your brand, podcast, or service featured, learn more about that today at www.hellhoundpublishing.com/Cody-Central. Additional ways to support the program include purchasing music, joining our Patreon for exclusive content, or simply donating at any of the links available in the QR codes above.
I certainly feel sorry for you.